Yeah, I almost forgot. Okay. In your book, we skip like 1.3 and 1.4 because that's about sink and float and air pressure. In your science curriculum, we don't discuss that anymore. So we have force, what is force, resultant force, and frictional force, only three. And this is the last topic. So let's proceed with the vocabularies. Number one, we have friction force, cause, and then effect. Write this one in your notebook, please. Write in your notebook, please. Oh, if there's something wrong with the translation, you can always feel free to tell me. No? You can change this one. I got this one from Google Translate, and I'm not sure if it's all correct.
No.
Number three, number four, sorry, four,
Yeah.
5, and 6.
Oh, number 4 now.
Wait,
show it.
me, teacher. Let's go to
Go now.
okay, teacher, go now.
Okay.
Okay. Go now.
Okay. 4, smooth surface. 5, rough surface. And 6, direction.
Finish now.
Finish.
Yes.
Next,
No.
we go to, who said no?
Two. Okay, go now.
Oh. 7, heavy object, light object, and advantage. The translation in Thai, I don't know if it's correct, so I did not put it here. Mean to say heavy objects, these are the more weight on the object. I mean say heavy. So I don't know in Pasatay, maybe you can tell your friends or you can tell tell me. And light
Why?
object, this one is not heavy but rather light. Like
Heavy
rather
object.
heavy object man tewalay. How about light object? I don't know in Thai.
สิ่งของเบา
โปร่งใสหรือเปล่า
So you write this one on your own. Huh? Only two. Next. Number 10. Last one is disadvantage.
Finish now.
Okay. Okay, so let's read number 1 vocabulary, please.
Sure, can you go to number 2?
Oh, number 2.
Okay, teacher, finish now.
Okay, finished. Everyone read vocabulary number 1, please.
Friction. Friction.
Friction force. Number 2.
Cause.
Cause. Number 3.
Effect.
Number 4.
Smooth
surface.
5.
Rough
Rough surface.
It's what you call it, rough. Rough.
Rough surface.
6.
Direction.
Direction.
7.
Heavy object.
Heavy object.
So heavy objects,แปลว่าอะไร?
ของหนัก
ของหนัก
Oh, that's good. Light object.
Light object.
Light object ของเบา
Good, good. Number 9.
Advantage.
Advantage.
ความได้เปรียบ
And the next one.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Right now, I will check whether everyone write the vocabulary. Anna, what is number 1 vocabulary, please?
What the teacher?
Number 1 vocabulary. What is number 1 vocabulary?
Friction force.
Number 2, Tanwa.
Oh, teacher,อะไร
Vocabulary number 2.
Kasu.
Cause. Kasi cause. Cause.
Ah.
Number 3. Sitapat. Number 3 vocabulary. Sitapat. What?
Effect.
Number 4, gem. Number 4, gem vocabulary, please. Gem, are you there?
Smooth. moving.
There you go. Okay. Number 5. Tirkan. Number 5, vocabulary, tirkan. Tirkan, are you there? Number 5, tour. No? Number 5, see. I don't know if these students are there or not. They're not turning their camera. You cannot see it, whether they're writing or studying or anything. See, Nisa, number 5, vocabulary, please.
Rough surface.
Thank you. Number 6, sing song.
Direction.
7, arm.
Heavy object.
9, saklipat.
Advantage.
And last one, number 10. We have Hana. Number 10, Hana.
Me or teacher.
Hana. Number 10. Gabi, number 10.
Disadvantage.
Thank you. Now we go to frictional force. Jim, read please.
Okay, so when we push or pull an object along the floor, we can feel some force. This force tries to stop the object from moving. We call this force a friction force.
Okay, thank you. Now for friction force, these are the one who stop something or an object from moving. For example, when you push a table, under the table there's the friction force. The friction force under the table is the opposite. When you push the table forward, the opposite, the friction force is the opposite, going backwards. Okay, we will discuss it more later on. I have examples here. Tell me, where is the friction force in the picture? Where is the friction force? Anyone? The friction force in this picture is, you can see the wheels of the bicycle on the ground.
Yes.
The bicycle, they're pulling the bicycle, they move to the left, right? The friction force is going to the right. So the wheel of the bicycle under, that is on the ground, that is the friction force. It enables them to move and at the same time enables them to stop moving. Next picture. Is there a friction force here? Yes or no?
No.
There's no friction force here. Why? Because this girl is only just blowing the candles, the cake. There's no friction here. Okay. Next picture. Who can identify the friction force in this picture? Where is the friction force in the picture?
Box.
The box? No?
Oh,
Huh?
oh,
Where's the friction force in the picture?
The car.
Anyone? The friction force in this picture is that look at the hand of the man. He is holding the boxes under. The friction force there is stopping the box from falling. So the friction force is on the hand. What's that, right?
Oh, hold on.
Friction force is a little bit difficult to understand, but we will discuss it slowly and surely so that everyone can understand. Now, for friction force, it is a force that resists or is against a moving object. So when you push the table, the one who is against pushing the table from moving, it is under. So that is the frictional force for that table. Next one. This happens between two contact surfaces. Okay. So at least there should be two mediums of forces in contact. Oh, who's writing?
Sorry, teacher. My hand is
Who's that?
down. Sorry. I will move.
Stop that. Don't write on the screen. Huh? Next. Is always in the opposite direction to the direction of an object is moving. The key word for frictional force is always remember that when you say frictional force, it is the opposite direction of the force that you are pushing. For example, resultant force, this is one that you're pushing and pulling, right? That object or that force is only for push. Now for frictional force, it is the opposite. Where will the object go? I mean to say if you push the box, the frictional force is pulling the box. Coach May? Who's writing on the screen again? Please stop writing on the screen, please. I saw your name there. If I see you write again, I will put you in the waiting room and you will not be able to come in the Zoom meet. Warning. Na? It's warning. Now let's continue. As I was saying that if you pushing an object, the friction, the force acting on the object is you're pushing it. So the moving direction is going to the right. So the friction force is under the box. It is opposite where the box is going. Touch eh? The friction force is the opposite direction of where the object is going. If you push the box to the right, under it, that's the friction force going to the left. It is what the box is stopping from moving. Let's have another example. Pulling an object. So when you pull an object to your side, which is to the right, the moving direction is towards you. So the box comes towards you. Now what's stopping the box from going towards you is the friction force under it. So when you pull the box towards you, the box also, the frictional force of the box is going away from you. That's the friction force. So do you understand what is friction force now? Anyone? Those who don't understand yet, raise your hand, please. Yep, I'm Michael Chan. We will go back again. Sing song, what you don't understand. Before we continue, we should mark first if you understand frictional force before we continue to the next one. We go back to the picture number 1. Question again, where is the friction force in the picture?
Wheel.
It's on the
Wheel.
wheels. Tiger, ikaw siya, man? Tiger, Kananek?
Yes.
Yes. Tiger, where is the friction force in the second picture?
No.
There's no friction force here? Okay.
Yes.
How about this one?
Yes.
Where is the friction force in the third picture?
The man carry the box.
The hand carrying the box. So you understand. Now let's proceed. Oh, sorry. Let me fix this. Okay. So we have here weights and forces. And there are two objects here. The first one is the light object. As you observe, the one doing the bicycle at the back is thin. And the next picture is heavy object, which is a fat kid. So what makes it heavy and what makes it light is the weight of these two kids. Okay, when you try to get a race with these two, the light object always wins because the weight of this kid is lighter than the other kid, which is heavy. Okay, so frictional force also depends on the weight of an object. For example, for the heavy object, the forces pressing on the surface is high. The surface is high. So the friction force is high also. I mean to say, it makes the bicycle move slower because the object is heavy. Now for the light object, the force pressing on the surface is low. So the friction force is low. Mean to say, moving the bicycle in the light object is much faster than the heavy object. So friction force also depends on the weight of an object. If you are heavy and if you are light. If you are light, the friction force, the surface is low, so you move faster. And if you are heavy, you move slower. เข้าใจไหม? Yes or no? Okay, yes. Let's proceed to number 2. Types of contact surface. Also, frictional force depends on the surface. The first one is smooth surface. Look on the floor, it is smooth. And rough surface. Look at the one using the bicycle, the ground and the floor is rough. Okay, so it also depends on the surface in doing the object, like moving. When you push the box in the rough surface, it moves very slow because it is rough. Also, when you push the box in the smooth surface, it goes smoothly. Okay, so you know the difference between rough and smooth surface. Now, for smooth surface, if a contact surface is smooth, the friction force is low. so an object can move easily in the smooth surface. Okay, the next one, if a contact surface is rough, the friction force is high, so an object cannot move easily. It will be having a hard time in moving the object. Let's go back. In the first picture, this one is about heavy and light object. Okay, so the heavy object, the friction force is high, and it makes the makes the movement slow. When the light object is light, the friction surface is low, and you move faster. In the second picture, second example, here, this one is smooth surface and rough surface. For smooth surface, the friction force is low, so you move easily, you move faster. Now for the rough surface, the friction force is high. It makes moving not easily, like a little bit hard. Okay? Do you understand again what is friction force? Question. What makes an object move faster? What makes an object move faster? Anyone, please? I will give plus points now. Now it is the time to give plus points.
Right object.
Huh?
Right object.
When the object is
Right. Right object. When the object is V.
huh? Wait, now I'm doing the notes for the recitation. Wait, please. Let's start first. Again, who answered that? Tang, right? What makes an object move faster? Tang, what's your answer again?
Right object.
When it is light. Thank you. What else?
Smooth surface.
Oh, you raise your hand, please. Make
Smooth surface.
smooth surface. Thank you. What else? What makes it move faster? Anna. No one? What makes an object move slower? What makes an object move slower? Something?
High friction force.
High friction force. Thank you. What else? Anna?
Heavy object.
Heavy object. What else? Mick, do you have answer?
Yes. Rough surface.
Rough surface? Someone answer that. Sing Sang? No one? What makes it move slower? No more? Okay, let's proceed to the next question. Okay, I will be giving you time to think. Give examples of smooth surface. Smooth surface แปลว่าอะไร?
พื้นผิวเรียบ พื้นผิวเรียบ
Okay, so I will be giving you 2 minutes to think. I will be calling you one by one for recitation. Everyone will speak one by one. Give one example of smooth surface. Okay? If you are ready, tell me, please. If you're ready, raise your hand. Camping, smooth surface,
glass,
glass. Thank you. ต้นน้
book,
ำฮะ
book,
book
book edition. Yes.
oh
Notebook,
notebook. Let's see. Arm, arm. You're still in mute. Figure.
Table,
Huh?
table,
What kind of table?
wood,
Wood table. Oh, okay. Back. Kanan. Neck. Gabi? Roof. Oh, roof. I think it's what kind of roof? Roof or floor? What kind of roof?
Bricks.
I will go back to you, Gabi. I don't understand what your answer. Let's go to Jim.
Teacher and paper.
Huh?
Paper.
What? Oh, paper. Is it small? There. Thank you. Who's not yet finished? Anna.
Plate,
Plate. Okay. Tanwa.
window, teacher,
What kind of window?
wood,
Wood window. Okay. Is your name correct? Tanwa. Next one. Who's not yet finished? Arm.
Wood door.
Wood door. There. What else? I will call those who are not finished now. So later I will go back. I will go back to you. Run.
balloon,
Balloon. Is it small or run? Okay. Pie. Pie, what's your answer? Smooth surface.
shelf,
Huh?
bookshelf,
Are you sure? Bookshelf? Are you sure? Train? Train. Huh? I cannot hear quite clearly. No, you think first? Let's go back. Who else? What's this one? Piranat? Piranat? No more? Smooth surface? No more example?
Calendar.
Calendar. Who said that? I did not see. Who said calendar? Arm? Wala. Nat?
I think it's pencil,
Pencil smooth. Nice. No more example?
Show me.
Who? Who are you?
I know. Me.
Let's give chance to others, please. I will call again if they cannot answer. Tankun, smooth surface. Elena? You don't know? Nisa, smooth surface, please.
Marble slab.
Marble slab. Correct. Tool. Tool. You don't know? Sing song. Smooth surface.
Wood.
Wood. It depends on what kind of wood. There should be at least some furnitures with the wood. Because if you say just wood, it's rough.
Chair.
We.
Your answer, sing song, is wood chair. Is correct. What else? No more?
Me. We.
Oh, tiger.
Laptop.
Laptop. Where, in what part of laptop is small?
Uh, monitor.
Monitor. You have, someone is helping you na, tiger. Tonam? Who?
Laptop.
Laptop is finished. Tiger just answered that.
Rifle.
Huh?
Metal. Table.
Table. What kind of table?
Desk.
Yes.
Road.
Gabby?
Metal roof.
Metal roof. No more? Trin, it's your chance now, Trin. Still thinking. Jigsaw. 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 Your example, please.
Okay. Ruler.
Ruler. What kind of ruler?
Plastic.
Plastic ruler.
Yes.
Who else? Lower your hand, please. I'm confusing which now. Lower your hand and then raise again later. I'm getting confused with the hands. Those who did not answer yet. Tiger. Saktipat. Smooth surface. No. Maple. Smooth surface. No. Tool. Smooth surface.
Wall.
Wall. What kind of wall?
Wood wall.
Wood wall. I'm calling the names. Light. example of smooth surface?
Door.
Door is finished. There's a lot of students closing their camera. If you still close it now, minus 20 points. Close your camera and you get minus 20 points because I cannot see whether you're listening or not. Future, smooth surface. Uh-huh. No more? Anna?
Please. Me, please. Teacher.
Me, iron steel.
Iron steel? Who said that?
Me.
Iron steel. Iron steel. Like that.
Me, please.
Gabi?
Plastic box.
Plastic blocks.
Me,
Me.
Something?
eraser.
Eraser?
Yes.
Eraser.
Me.
Smooth. A little bit rough.
Me.
We.
Make.
Here I can see a big one.
Hmm?
A big one. Is big.
Again.
Basketball court.
Basketball court. The floor basketball court. Yeah, it's smooth. There's a paint on the floor. Yeah, I know. Not,
We.
Phone.
huh?
Phone.
The phone, the screen of the phone.
Yeah.
Figure.
Pencil case.
What kind of pencil case?
Plastic.
Teacher.
Arm?
We won.
Jim?
Face soldier.
Huh?
Face futsal.
Face futsal.
Is-
Is it? Yeah. Sing song?
Skateboard.
Skateboard is a rough. The on top of the it is rough. Okay, so let's stop. Next question is about, we are finished with smooth. Now let's go to rough. Lower your hand, please. Now let's proceed to the rough surface. Rough surface, wala.
พื้นขรุขระ
พื้นผิวขรุขระ
ผิวขรุขระ
So rough surface. Lower your hand, please, so that,
I know now.
yeah. Wait for me now. I will just go to the toilet. Okay. You think of an example. Just 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Okay.
เด็กๆสามารถไปเข้าห้องน้ำได้ด้วยนะครับใครยังไม่เปิดกล้องช่วยเปิดกล้องตลอดเวลาด้วยนะ มีใครเพิ่งเข้ามาใหม่นักเรียนแจ้งชื่อกับครูนิดนึงนะครับ เพราะว่าตอนนี้ครูกำลังเช็คชื่ออยู่ ยังเข้ามาเรียนกันไม่ครบเลย ตายนั่งให้เรียบร้อยลูก
Okay, I'm back. So you're ready with your examples?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, nah. Mapol, why are you laughing? Good. Okay. Smooth surface. Let's put the upper one. Not first, not
rock,
rock.
Teacher,
Yeah. Who?
uh, coconut,
Coconut. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Me.
Good. Yeah.
me, please.
Just raise your
do
hand,
not
please.
shout in Zoom.
Yeah. I will call you if you raise your hand. Tonnam. Just wait. I will call everyone. Tonnam. Rough surface.
Me.
What? Cannot hear. Basket.
Yes.
Let's go to Mapo. Just wait. I will call everyone.
Okay.
Stone for. Can.
Huh?
Stone for.
Stone floor. Is there a stone floor? Yeah, I understand. Tiger kinda neck.
Soil. Soil. Soil.
Foil?
SOIL.
Foil. I think foil is smooth when you
No, SOIL.
yeah,
SOIL.
I know foil. I know foil. I think when you put your hand on the foil harder, it becomes smooth. But when you crumple it, it becomes rough. Accepted. Kana neck. Gabi. What, Gabi?
Cement wall.
Huh?
Cement wall.
Cement wall. We have camping.
Cookie.
Huh?
Cookie.
Cookie. Jim.
Lock. Sherlock. LOG.
Huh?
Can.
Again.
It's 3 digit of wood.
Tree of the wood. Yeah, it's not yet cut, so it becomes rough. We have arm.
Road.
Road. Nick.
ชื่อ can animal.
No. Animals, no. If you use animal, you can only, I think, 2 or 3 animals that has a rough surface on them. The
ชื่อ it toad surface.
again, Nick.
Toad surface.
Yes. Rough surface.
Toad TOAD.
The again. I didn't hear.
TOAD.
TOAD. Toad.
Yes.
The toad. The back of the toad. There. Tongue.
Mountain.
Huh?
Mountain.
Mountain is a rough. Mountain road. It's a rough. Train.
Moon surface.
Huh?
Moon surface.
Again.
Moon surface.
Train. Anna.
Cactus.
Cactus. I say cactus. Sing song.
Baka.
Tool.
Rocky Road.
Huh?
Rocky Road.
Rocky road.
Yes, Rocky Road.
Light.
Pedagogue.
Again.
Pedagogue.
Okay. Run.
Tisha, I will answer like light, but light answer already.
Rough surface. This one is rough surface example. No one. Pie. Rough surface. Run.
Durian.
Durian. Future. Nisa. Rough surface.
Tree bark.
Tree bark. What else?
Me, please.
Let's go back from the top again. Tonam.
computer mouse mouse
This one is smooth. Smooth, smooth.
อ๋อ smooth เหรอที่เชื่อ
Ah,
เซลโฟน
cell phone is smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth.
อยู่เรียบใช่ไหม
Ah. Keep going. You think first. Think first. I will go back from number 1 to 18 again. Okay. Oh, Hannah. Hannah got an answer. Hannah.
พักขดา
Five. So stop with the animals. That's the last one. So no more animals. Okay. No more animals.
มี
Let's
ตัว
now,
surface
let's go back
Me.
from stop this. Let's go back from number 1 to 19. Not rough surface. Not who. Rough surface. Who. Tonam.
coral
ทอยค่ะ
Ano na? Tonam?
ทอยค่ะ
Huh?
ทอยค่ะ
Toy car. What kind of toy car?
อะไรอ่ะพลาสติกอ่ะล้อภาษาอังกฤษคืออะไร
wheel is wheel
The wheels.
coral
Tonam. What happened to Tonam? Mapo. Yeah.
coral
sack
Socks.
yes
Tiger.
แจ็คฟรุต
Jackfruit is finished.
อ่ะ
Gabi.
gamat
Huh?
gamat
What's gamat? What's gamat?
yoga mat
ไม่เข้าใจโยกามา
pajama for exercise
Pajama for exercise.
no
Camping.
แฟน
Camping.
แฟน
Fan.
FAND แฟน
FAND. Fan.
no SAND
Sand.
yes
Jim.
sugar
ยังไม่หิวค่ะ FAND
Oh, yung may hiyo. Arm.
okay
meteor
Meteor. Make.
wood surface
Wood. Surface. I think Nisa answered that, or the bark. The bark of the tree. Tang.
Keyboard.
Huh? Madayin. I cannot hear.
keyboard
Keyboard. Dai. Trin.
brush paper brush
Yeah. Brush paper. Anna.
rough wall
Rough wall is finished already with cement wall. Sing song.
skateboard
Yeah, correct. Skateboard. Tool. Light. Run. Nisa, rough surface again.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Rough or smooth? Some part. Hannah?
Me.
Hannah,
Me, please.
who are you? Run. You run, right?
Yes.
Me come back now.
Run.
ชื่ออะไรวะ
The under the shoe it will have the like
The-
rubber
Yeah,
teacher.
yeah. Correct.
ชื่อ me please
Okay.
B.
You go back. Go back again. Last
Teacher,
one.
B.
This is the last one.
Me.
Bigger.
Doll.
Me,
Doll.
please.
Doll.
Doll or
ชื่อ
dolls?
me please
Doll or
Dolls.
doll?
ตุ๊กตา Mickey Mouse.
Bigger than Kokata.
Me, please.
Make
brush
brush. Anna?
Please. Me, please, teacher. Me,
Anna.
what นะ teacher
No more Anna. Tool?
No more.
No more. Light? No more.
Me, please, teacher. Me, please. Teacher,
Oh.
มีคิดออกเลย
Poo.
coral.
Coral. Hannah.
Strawberry.
Me.
Strawberry.
me please
Me.
That's
Me, please.
Me.
Me,
Don't shout, please. Don't shout.
Me.
No. That's it. You're shouting already. Maple is shouting already. I don't know. Okay. Let's continue with the discussion now.
I have a sneaker.
You keep with your example because there's a seat work with that smooth and rough surface. Okay. So let's continue. We are finished with these examples, smooth and rough surface. So you know the difference between smooth and rough surface. That's good. Now let's proceed. Who can read this one?
Me.
Read, please.
A friction force is in many activities in our daily life. This force can sometimes be good advantages or bad disadvantages.
Okay, thank you. So friction force, there's a lot of activities in everyday life of our activities. Sometimes this kind of activities or friction force, it's either good or bad. For the good one, it becomes advantage because you can move things faster. For disadvantage, for bad, it becomes very hard to move things. I have examples here. Let's go first with the disadvantages. These are the bad ones. For disadvantages, we have our shoes wear out as we use them. So friction force becomes a disadvantage in this one because our shoes under becomes wear out, becomes damaged if we keep on using and using the same object or same shoe. It wears out and becomes damaged under because of the rough surface. Next one, second disadvantage is that it is difficult to move things along the floor because this crate box is quite heavy. And when you push it with this kind of surface like a ladder, some kind, and it becomes very hard to push. This object is heavy. So pushing it is hard, slow and hard. The next disadvantage is that the tires of our cars wear out as we use them. These cars, the rubber pads for these car tires wears out also because of the friction force uses with the wheels and on the floor. Now let's go to advantage or advantages. There are 3 examples of advantages. We can walk or run without slipping. Sleeping here is not sleeping on the bed. Sleeping means say you will not fall down. You will not slip or you will not fall on the floor. So the advantage here is that the rubber under the shoes becomes quite good with friction force. Who's that? Please stop. Next one. Advantage is that we can hold things in our hands without dropping them. There's a friction force with the hand. Who's that? Tool, is that you? Next one. Advantage, we have our car tires can grip the road without slipping. The rubber is the material used in this car tires, the rubber. It is a good for friction force without slipping. If, for example, you change the rubber for the car tires into a wood, it becomes slippery. You will slide on the road. So rubber is one good example for rough surface. Also, Mapol, rate please.
In some activity, the friction force
Friction.
can be high. This will make it difficult or slower to finish the task. So if the friction force lowered, it could make the task easier or faster to finish.
So activities also for friction force, if it is high, difficult to finish the work or it's difficult to move. If the friction force is low or lowered, the task is easier or faster. Examples for lowering friction force mean to say, for lowering friction force becomes smooth, your movement is easy and will be fast when it is lowered. For example, this one we use lubricant for engine oil. The how do you call this one? The movement for engine inside of its components become easier and smooth. The next example is that we use a forklift to carry and move heavy objects. The forklift is like a small car. I don't know if you call this a car. Forklift, it's easy to move heavy objects. Unlike with just the pushing and pulling of the heavy objects is difficult. So forklift is one good example for lowering friction force. The next one, we have to build roads, we design them to make the rough roads smooth. Some roads are smooth and some becomes rough. So this one is also part of being a good lowering friction force. And last one, in the slide, it should be polished so that the friction force is lower and you will slide easier and faster. Next, for this one, Jim, read please. Jim, read.
Okay, teacher. Some of activity need high friction force. If they have little friction force, it could be dangerous. So we need to increase.
We need to increase.
Increase the friction force between the contact surface in some activity.
Okay, so this one, these are the benefits also for high friction force, mean to say this one, your movement becomes slow, but some of it can be beneficial for our daily activities. For example, we have this one. The increase of friction force for this one is with the tires of our car tire, the rubber. There's a gap. There are gaps in there. There are some vacant, how do you call this one? Vacant slit with the car tires. That is to grip the road for it, and then it will not sway and how do you go slip with the road. The next example is the studs on soccer boots. There are some other, you call this spike, a little bit spike with the boots shoes for soccer, so that you will not slip in the grass floor when you run. It will how do you call it? It will grip. The next one, we have bicycle brakes. For the bicycle brakes, these are the in between of the metal part on the wheel. On how do you call this? Yeah, it's a brake pad. So it should be rubber to stop the bicycle from moving. And also the last one, this one is on the stairs. There are some parts wherein at the tip of the stairs there's a edge, and the edge, some they put it rough sand, and then they put it like pads like this, so that you will not slip on the edge of the stairs. Okay, now for your seat work, only 5. Write this one in your notebook, okay? But later on, I will give it to you. Now let's answer first the let's do first the workbook. The workbook. Get your workbook, please. Science workbook.
Page.
Okay. In science workbook, some doesn't have the workbook, but if you look at the worksheet, it's quite not good with the printing. It's black and white. This is the worksheet, but if you don't have workbook, answer the worksheet. But if you have workbook, answer the workbook. Okay? Coach and Makeup, do you understand?
Understand, teacher, but this is this page.
What page?
What page in the
Page
book?
8.
Workbook?
Page 8.
Okay. So let's check. I will find the book. Ready? Number 1. Question number. What page is that in the book? Page 8 and page 9 in the book. Okay. Question number 1. These are the processing skills. Friction has its good uses. Using a pencil, write the word friction on a piece of paper. Spread a layer of oil on the paper. This is the oil. Using an eraser, try to erase away what you have written. Can you erase away the writing in pencil? Is it possible to erase what you write on the paper if there's oil on top?
Teacher, write in the book is pencil.
Huh? Again, please.
What teacher say?
Wait. Can you wait? Bye, because I'm trying to explain. The question is using an eraser, try to erase away what you have written on the paper. can you erase away the writing in pencil? Mean to say you write on the paper and then you put oil and then you try to erase. You're trying to erase what you have written on the paper. Is it possible to erase what you wrote on that or no? Yes or no? Anyone? Is it okay to erase or no?
Okay. No.
No.
No, it's not.
Why? Why no?
Because
Why? Because what?
Because it is wet and slippery.
Wet and okay, produces the friction
Wet and
between the paper with the paper. With the pen. Check your chat box. I put the answer there. No, it is not possible to erase or very difficult to erase. Why? Because the use of the oil, when you put the oil there, it reduces the friction between the paper with the pencil mask and the eraser. So erasing it with eraser is difficult because the oil becomes very slippery and it's hard to erase.
Teacher, did answer number 3?
Yeah, that's the answer for number 3. I just explained it to you. You write this one in your book, okay? Yes?
What page?
Oh,
page
oh.
8.
Page 8, Maple. Finish?
No.
Future. Future. Finish? Yes?
No.
Finish with your book? You write this in your book, huh? Next,
Teacher, workbook.
workbook. Yes, workbook.
Part teacher.
What page? Page 8.
Not page, not page. Part.
Part 3, number 3. Part 1, number 3. Sorry, part 1, number 3.
Okay.
Okay. Bigger, don't write on the chat, please. Okay, finish number 3. Part 1, number 3.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to part 2. Okay, finish number 3, part 1. Let's proceed to part 2. Okay. Now for the part 2, bring a pair of unwanted shoes from home. You say you're not using the shoes anymore. Spread some cooking oil on the bottom of one of the shoes. So it's either the left shoe or the right shoe. You put oil under. Okay. And then place both shoes on the floor and push them around. And to say you put them on the floor and then you push. Question now is, how does the movement of the old shoe feel compared to the unoiled shoe? You compare the one with the oil under the shoe and then the one who doesn't have oil on the shoe. So you compare both of them. Which one will go faster or go away, move away from you?
And I choose one.
The one with the
Oil.
oil. Why?
Because the oil is I don't know how to explain.
Anyone? Why does the oil with oil, the shoe with the oil move away rather than the one who doesn't have oil under?
Because the oil reduce the friction.
Good. Nice answer, Kamping. What else? How about Nisa?
Because it's slippery.
The shoes with the oil become slippery. Correct. So I will try to shorten the answer. You just wait for number 2, part 2, number 2. I will try to summarize the answer. So you wait, okay? Yeah. Kusumigaw. The shoe with the
What part?
part 2, number 2. I'm trying to summarize the answer. Wait. On the sole feels. Reduce. Okay. Now for part 2, number 2, the shoe with the oil on the sole feels slippery and smooth during movement, as what Nisa said. That's correct. Also, Camping said the oil reduces the friction of the shoe and the floor. So both answers are correct for Camping and Nisa.
Teacher.
Finish?
No.
Pray, Papa, future.
Finish now.
Anna, finish with number 2. Hannah.
No. No.
Yes, finish now.
Okay. Let's proceed to question number 3. It says, this is page 9 already, okay? Page 9. By referring to your answer in part 2, question number 2, which is the last one, explain why friction is important in walking or running. Why friction is important in walking or running? Any answer? Why friction is important? Anyone, please? Why important? Why is it important for friction in walking or running?
Because it will not slip.
Slip. That's good. What else? Nick, why friction is important?
Me, please.
Okay, right.
Because if we don't have friction, when we run, it will slip.
Correct. What else? Anyone? No more? Why friction is important when you run and when you walk? Simple question. Yeah, the answer of run is already correct, but if you know any answer, you can please tell me and we summarize it. And we can come up with this answer. No more? Jim, what's your answer? No answer for Jim. Arm?
Okay, I don't know.
You don't know. Camping?
I don't know.
You don't know, so it's okay. But the answer of run already is correct. So for question number 3, this one. Friction prevents us from slipping. That's correct. Slipping, you don't slide and then you don't fall. That's part of a friction, which is important when you have a rubber on the under. And then allowing us to grip the ground to push ourselves forward. When you walk and when you run, the friction force under your shoe is allowing you to move forward. And it grips the rough surface or smooth surface. So the answer of run is correct also. Last question, number 4. Part 3, number 4. Finish number 3 now?
No.
All finished?
I'm finished now.
Okay, so let's go to part 3. Part 3, I will read first.
Finish.
Go to the school field and look for some dried leaves. Dried leaves? What is dried leaves? Kawalay, dried leaves.
By my hand.
By my hand. Place the dried leaves in a pile on the concrete ground. So concrete ground is cement, concrete. Using a wooden stick, try to start a fire by rubbing the stick vigorously with your hands. So you move it like this. You rub that one, as you can see with the picture. Now for question number 4, what do you observe after a while? So what can you see, what do you observe? Explain what happened when you rub the stick vigorously on the dried leaves.
Fire.
There will be
Fire.
fire. Is it fire already?
I don't know.
It's not fire yet. There's it before
It will
fire.
It will have smoke.
Smoke. Correct. What else?
And have a little bit fire.
And a little bit fire. Who said that?
Have many and have the fire.
Is there any friction with that stick and the dried leaves or no? Is there a friction force there? Anyone? Is there a friction force between the stick and the leaves, dried leaves? Yes or no? I think Trin, you answered that, right? The number 4.
I think yes.
Yes. Smoke can be seen. If you rub the stick vigorously with the dry leaves, there's a smoke coming out. And the friction between the stick and the dried leaves generated heat. The contact of the stick and the dried leaves, there's a contact between the two and it will cause heat and then start to fire. So friction force is present also with that one. Finish? All done?
No, I am finished.
Finish.
Finish. Not finished. Finish.
Okay, so everyone finish. Next, this one, the small summary for your notebook. This is your one of the sheet work, nah? This is sheet work. Five smooth surface and 5 rough surface. Write this one in your notebook. But before doing that, you write this one first so that you will have idea on this one. Because next time we will be having some mind mapping again. And these are the summaries for that one. Copy this in your notebook, please. Science notebook.
Teacher, write one in notebook.
Notebook, this one. Write this one in your notebook.
Okay.
Teacher, the book is don't use now.
No. This is notebook now. Summary. Finish?
No.
ที่ก็มีบรรทัดต้องถามต่อกัน มีไป
Finish.
Okay.
Finish. Finish. Finish.
Okay. So the next one.
Wait, please, teacher.
Yes, I can wait. And then the next one. This one. Are you finished with the first one? All right. This one, are you done? Everyone finished?
Yes.
Okay, so this one is your homework.
Teacher, this one is homework.
Yeah. Homework is it work. I ask you all. I ask all to recite about smooth and rough surface examples. Okay. I am only asking you to write 5. Do you want 10 example or 5?
No, 5.
5.
Five.
Okay,
Five.
correct. And smooth and rough surface. Can you please not write the animals? No animals, please. Okay.
Animal.
No animals. No
Huh?
fruits and vegetables. Okay.
Food, vegetable, and
No animals, no fruits, no vegetables.
The toy
Correct. Yeah. Either toys or things, but not
teddy bear.
no. Teddy bear, no. Okay. Some of the students are not writing, like tiger. You're not writing. Hey. Is killing the mosquito.
Huh?
Not tiger kananek. I know you're
Oh.
writing. The other tiger is not doing his work. Tiger 2, as you can see, Tiger 2 on the screen is killing the mosquito, the yung. Tiger is not writing on the notebook. I don't know. I don't know also some of the students are writing or not. Their cameras are off. I know they are very, very afraid and very, very shy to show their faces. I don't know what to do with that. Finish writing this one? I'm only
Yeah,
asking you
finish.
write 5 only now. 5 examples on 5 and 5. Oh, first time I see Hammer. Sabay di may Hammer. Hammer only like in. That's good. Last 7 minutes, Hammer come in. Okay, done. Only 5 examples, okay? No animals, no fruits, and no vegetables. Smooth surface, other things or materials is okay. So I will close now on the screen.
Finish now.
That's good. This one example, you take a picture and send it to me, please. Thank you.
Okay.
And there's some words from Teacher Nu. Teacher Nu wants to talk to everyone, so I think you have to listen to Teacher Nu, okay?
Okay.
Teacher Nu, I'm done with the class.
โอเค thank you very much teacher อีรอ
ครับ
เดี๋ยวเก็บรอครูแป๊บนึงเดี๋ยวครูจะเปิดงานขึ้นมาแชร์ให้ดูไม่ทันteacher อีรอ can you allow me to share the screen please
How to do that? Allow to.
is it possible
Yeah. How to do that, teacher?
I don't know
I don't know.
I don't know maybe
Yeah, can you be the host? Yeah, you're the host now, teacher.
okay thank you